Week is guys, and welcome back to Late Night, which means this week is a horror battle, so you should check out the horror battles if you haven't already. You should check out this week's horror battles if you haven't already. Neo Monsters, which pretty much if you haven't seen anyone else's videos, which pretty much if you haven't seen what you should. Anyone else's videos, it's pretty much like what you should. Horror movies based around it's pretty much like creature killers, movies based around like not human killers, they're pretty much like little creatures. So not human killers, they're pretty much like little creatures. So like, yeah. So you should not check out everyone else's like videos this week. Yeah. So you should not check out everyone else's videos this week because they reviewed some really cool movies and their videos were awesome. So yes, for my video, I'm going to be reviewing Slither. This movie came out in 2006. It is about this small town who is like, the small town is like taken over by these little creatures, which you could tell are CGI, which I'll get into later, but pretty much there's these little creatures that when they bite you, you turn into like this mutant type of thing, and they're taking over this town, and that's pretty much the plot. It's very simple, but yeah, yet like the plot is very simple, but like the movie I think is really interesting. So I'm just going to get into my thoughts, just jump right in. So some things that I did notice, the acting was pretty bad. I'm not even going to like lie, like the acting was pretty bad. Okay, some things like creatures like this, like the small little things that you could see like in your bathroom, like, okay, I'm not like afraid of bugs, like spiders, you know, snakes, those don't really scare me. But like those kind of creatures, like thousand-leggers, like centipedes, that stuff creeps me out. Like stuff that you could find in your house that, like you don't want to step, like you're stepping with your tippy toes, like you don't want it to like touch you. Like when you feel something, you think it's that. That's how like this movie kind of freaks me out, because these little creatures, like, you know, you could picture seeing that like in your house or something like that. And pretty much when these creatures are going into like this girl's bathroom, that scene was pretty like, you know, ooh, you know, they're so like, you like want to check, like, oh my god, is this like happening? Like, it's really creepy. And I like when movies could kind of like do that. They could kind of like get inside your head and like actually think that that's gonna happen. So that's like something I like. This movie actually, like, I'm sorry, I'm saying like a lot. I can't stand when people are like, but I do it. I don't do it intentionally. It just happens, and I apologize because I know it can get really annoying. But yes, so these like little creatures are pretty much just really creepy and disgusting, and they're kind of like leeches but bigger, and they like bite you, and like, oh my god, like here we go again, but they bite you and it's disgusting, and they're just really creepy looking and something that you wouldn't want to see in real life because that would freak you out. And they're like fast things, they're not like slow, but they're like they could like get on, like they could get to you really quick, and that's just something that like creeps me out about this movie, like the whole little creatures that freak me out. Yeah, these creatures I really thought were really creepy, and I've said that about 4 times already. So okay, some things that I didn't like about the movie, like I said, the acting wasn't good. The CGI in this movie is really bad, and something that I hate about horror movies is when they just, it's all CGI. CGI, if it's not believable and it just looks so fake, I literally can't watch the movie. But I've already seen this movie a couple times, so, bearable. Like, some parts, like, I just can't, like, I'm sorry, I'm sure a lot of you can agree that CGI just, the movie could be amazing, and then that CGI just kills it for me. That might not be everyone, but that's me. I think practical effects are awesome, and if a movie just has all practical effects, like The Thing, like, I love it. The Thing by John Carpenter, by the way, not the remake. The remake was good too, but Merle from The Walking Dead is in this movie, and I found him hilarious. Actor named Michael, or Michael Rooker, I don't know. Michael Rooker is in this movie. He plays Merle in The Walking Dead, like I said, and I thought it was so funny. Like, his character, or like his role in the movie, like, the thing that he portrayed, like as he got bit by one of those little creatures, how it turned in. And I did think the effects on him were awesome. The practical effects that they like did, the makeup and special effects that they had on him was amazing. If you've seen the movie, then you know what I'm talking about. Like I said, there's some really good practical effects in this film, but then there's also really bad CGI. So the reason I can watch this movie is because the practical effects I really do like. But yeah, so there is a lot of comedy. Well, not a lot, but there is a lot of, scenes of comedy in this movie. None of them really made me laugh out loud, but sometimes I would chuckle, sometimes they'd be funny. But yeah, a movie has to be really, really funny to make me laugh out loud. I don't really have, I don't really laugh at things that aren't really funny, if you know what I mean. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Besides Michael Rooker, there's also Nathan Fillion in this movie and Elizabeth Banks. I think they did pretty well. Like I said, the acting wasn't too good, to be honest. The parts, like I said, with the bathtub when they would crawl, and when they crawl on the walls and stuff, that grosses me out. I don't know about you if you've seen this movie, but it just grosses me out a little bit. I'm trying to think of other things I can say about this film, but I pretty much said everything. Like I said, I like the plot. I like the whole idea behind it. It was pretty interesting to me. It was interesting that I could watch it. Like I said, I like the practical effects. The CGI, literally, I can't. It's just, it was terrible. The CGI, I can't stand. James Gunn directed this movie, and I mean, I didn't see anything special with the directing of this movie or anything like that. This is a 2006 movie. I feel like, 2006, obviously I didn't see this movie exactly when it came out. I've seen it a couple times, here and there. I remember it thoroughly. It's not that hard of a movie to forget, which is a good thing, I guess you can say, if it's not easy to forget. It was pretty interesting. And yeah, I found a lot of enjoyment out of this movie. I think if you guys check this movie out, you will really enjoy it and find it really interesting. I found it interesting. I think you'll find it interesting. You should definitely give it a watch. Just I don't know, you can find it online. And I think this movie can be a little fun if you're with your friends. I could definitely see how this movie will make you laugh when you're with your friends. I guess for me, when I'm watching a movie alone, it doesn't make me laugh. But as soon as you bring your friends in, I think it is super funny and super hilarious. Even movies that aren't supposed to be funny, like Hills Have Eyes, I watched that with my friends and I was dying of laughter, which is probably not a good thing. Certain parts obviously wasn't funny, but certain parts, I'm not going to talk about Hills Have Eyes, because that's not what I'm reviewing. Some parts in that movie just made me laugh. With my friends, it's certain parts in this movie, which I'm sure if you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about, can make you and your friends just have a nice time. Just get some popcorn, relax, and sit back and have a good time with your friends. If you're thinking of a movie you need to watch for movie night, this is a one to watch. It's super funny. Even though it's a horror comedy. There are horror aspects of it, but I find it mainly funny than scary. This movie doesn't scare me. It makes me, it creeps me out a little bit, because, the creatures and stuff, but it doesn't, scare me, I'm on the edge of my seat, what's gonna happen next type of movie. It's not I'm scared, I'm covering my eyes or anything. I used to do that a lot, oh my god, I used to be freaked. Scary movies used to really scare me. Not so much anymore, but hopefully we'll find a good scary movie that really scares me. The day that comes, I'll be really happy. I rate this movie 1 out of 10. I would probably give it I'll give it a 6.3. I tend to be really repetitive, and I know that can annoy a lot of people, but everything I said before, it's not amazing. Like I said, on IMDb they only rated it a 6.5, so but that's just I think the public's view of it, and I don't really know, critics or something, I don't know. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up, and please check out everyone else's videos this week, and check out tomorrow's video and Sunday's video. And yeah, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day or whenever you're watching this, and I'll see you all next Friday. Goodbye!